here with Mark Brand, a local restaurant owner, many restaurants actually in Vancouver. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming. UBC is very honored to have you here. First of all, I was just curious, seeing as you weren't born in Canada, Scotland, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So why Vancouver? Specifically, why the East Side for all your local businesses?
I get this question a lot, and I think I'm answered the same every time, I hope. So Vancouver, after a long bout of traveling, I arrived in Vancouver and was having drinks at a pub in the Downtown Eastside and fell in love with the architecture and the people and just the general feeling of the neighborhood. And this goes back to 2005, so it was very quiet down there. And I looked at some spaces when we were thinking about our first restaurant and found one that was an absolute disaster. So, of course, said this is the one. And we leased a building at number 1 West Cordova Street, and I started my first restaurant down there. And since then, it's just snowballed and been the only place that I like to not only do business, but spend time.
That's awesome. So how did you decide to become an entrepreneur, and when? Was it a scary thing? Sorry, that's a big question.
That's the first time anybody's ever asked me that. How'd you decide to become an entrepreneur? You know, I just woke up one morning, I was having my Cheerios, and I said, I don't want to be a restaurateur, I want to be an entrepreneur. No, it doesn't happen like that. I think it was just a natural progression because of the other creative outlets that my businesses pursue, one of them being a clothing line. So if you're not just doing one thing, you're an entrepreneur. I really don't like that word, to be honest. I find that it's ominous, and it says that you're successful, wildly successful.
Well, you are.
I don't know about that. Personally, I feel very satisfied. Our businesses are very well attended, if you will, but yeah, there was never a conscious decision I'm going to do everything. I don't have a vodka contract. I'm not endorsed by the NBA either.
Okay, well, obviously, you're super passionate about the foodie scene, but what would you say was your breakthrough moment to push you towards taking it a step further and focusing on the community?
I think I was just talking about this earlier, and I met a gentleman on the Downtown Eastside, and I count him as one of my best friends now. His name is Michael Haggerty, longtime resident, and he was living on the street because of his current living conditions were not adequate to a syndrome that he unfortunately suffers from. So him and I started to try and figure out how I could get him working and also stabilized. And from that, he's been working for me for 4.5, 5 years. From our conversations, that was the end of it for me. That was the breakthrough moment where I thought, if we can affect real change with people and not just provide one portion of what's happening, but provide them with a stable income, a roof over their head through our partnerships with different housing groups, and also a reason to get up in the morning, then we can keep doing that, the bigger that we grow.
That's awesome. So you're a very successful businessman in Vancouver, but do you find that other business people in the area are concentrated as much on the community?
Yes and no. I mean, I think it's more of a human question than it is a business person question, and I think what I'll answer that is I don't take offense to anybody else's practices or motives unless they're negatively affecting the neighborhood. People will do exactly what they can and what they feel comfortable with, and sometimes this process is a lot longer for other folk to really identify with the neighborhood and also have that want or need to fulfill it in themselves. So for me personally, I always felt I had a certain amount of penance to do, and it sort of fell into that category, and Mike helped show me the way.
Awesome. What's a piece of advice you have for students who want to get involved in the community?
Spend some time down there. I don't think that there's any other advice. I get asked, hey, can I volunteer? Probably 3-4 times a day. I was like, no, because I'll be doing you a disservice. If you come and I don't have a specific task for you, it's going to be harder for me to try and do something. So to get involved in the community, go down, put your feet on the ground, walk around, see what the different community groups do. There is a lot of need for real volunteerism down there and help, but figure out what it is that you actually want to be involved in. Is Insight your passion? Is Carnegie your passion? Is food your passion? And then once you've identified that particular thing, then search out those groups. Everybody will take a meeting with you. So if you want to just talk about it, then you can find a person to do that. Don't quote me on that for myself. Things are busy right now, but there's a lot of folks down there that are able to provide really good advice.
Awesome. This might be a tough question, but out of all your food places, what's your favorite dish?
Wow. Okay. What's my favorite? Right now, my favorite dish is the octopus chips at Boneta. They're amazing.
What is that?
Exactly, right? Jason takes the tentacle and slices it very finely and then cures it in mirin, so it has this beautiful sort of sour and sweet taste. And then it's battered in a gorgeous light Japanese style batter and deep fried, and then it's served with a beautiful Thai chili aioli. It's insane. Like, you can't stop eating it. It's not really good for keeping your cool, so don't order it if you're on a date and look like a jackass. I'm married, so it's cool.
Is that at Save on Meats?
No, at Boneta Restaurant.
Boneta? Okay.
First place, yeah. It's on at 12 Water Street now.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Mark, for coming here. I'm definitely going to be checking out some restaurants soon and checking out the East Side in general, because it sounds like quite a great place. So anyways, thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.